Hi everyone, I'm Jules from Resin Jules, and in this video I'm going to walk you through how to work with our Mould original resin so that you get perfect results every time. To demonstrate how we use our original resin, I'll be making a large bowl, one of our most popular moulds. Mould original resin is perfect for moulds like this, home decor items, coating tabletops or art, making jewellery and even wood turning. It can be poured up to a thickness of 20 millimeters. This bowl, for example, is roughly 20 millimeters thick at its thickest part, so it works well. Anything thicker than 20 millimeters, or for larger pours like tables, where you need to mix more than 1 litre of resin in one go, we would recommend our deep pour resin. The other option, of course, is to work in layers. For layers, you just need to wait for each layer to be hard to touch before pouring the next, which is roughly 12 to 24 hours. In every resin kit, you will receive 2 pairs of nitrile gloves, an instruction booklet, your resin and hardener, your part A and your part B. This is what we'll be mixing together to create our art. First things first, cover and clear your workspace to protect from spills. A silicone mat or plastic tablecloth works perfectly. Next, you'll want to pop on your nitrile gloves and an apron to protect your clothes. The first thing I have done is pre-warmed part A, the resin, in hot water. This makes it runnier, helps reduce bubbles and makes it easier to mix, especially in colder temperatures. We always recommend warming your resin if your resin has been stored somewhere cool. I boil the kettle, leave it to stand for 5 minutes, then pop the bottle in for 5 minutes. You can keep it in a warm room near a radiator, but my preferred option is to stand it in hot water. Make sure to dry down your bottle so there's no water still on it before pouring. If your room is over 24 degrees, there is no need to pre-warm the resin. We also recommend working in a well-ventilated space, so windows open. Mould resin is mixed at a 1:1 ratio by volume. This means for every 100 ml of part A, I need 100 ml of part B. Accuracy here is key to a proper cure. The amount of resin you need is the volume of what you are pouring. So if it's a mould, you can fill it with water first to measure that volume and then use the same amount in resin. Just make sure your mould is completely dry before pouring resin into it. If you are working with one of our moulds, you will find the quantity needed on the website or just pop us a message. One thing to note, we don't recommend mixing more than 1 litre of original resin at a time, and on hot days not over 500 ml total. Larger amounts can overheat and cure too quickly. If you need more, split it into separate batches. For the large bowl, I need 570 ml of resin, meaning 285 ml of part A and 285 ml of part B. I will pour in my part A first and then my part B. When mixing the resin, you will go through 3 stages. First, it will look really streaky like it is now, then it will go cloudy and totally clear. You want to mix for at least 3 minutes for smaller batches and up to 5 minutes for anything over 300 ml. You want to ensure you are scraping the sides and the bottom of the jug every 30 seconds so there's no unmixed resin clinging to the sides. You can see now my resin looks lovely and clear. However, if any streaks popped up from scraping the sides, I would give it an extra full minute of mixing. Once mixed like this, you will have 40 minutes of work time to create your art before your resin is too thick to pour. This work time can reduce depending on the amount mixed or the room temperature. Once mixed, you may notice that there are some bubbles in the resin. This is totally normal as it is a thick art resin. However, the bubbles will rise up and pop whilst in the jug and also whilst pouring. I recommend popping it to the side for 5 minutes while you get your colours and jug ready to go. If you are experiencing any bubbles in your finished pieces, do check out the blog I've linked below, which is filled with top tips. If you're adding colour, now is the time to split your resin into the smaller jugs. You can use mica powders, pigment paste or glitter. Just note that a little goes a long way. Adding too much colour can stop your resin from curing properly. Today I will be colouring the resin with the mould pigment pastes and making a swirly design. I've split my resin into 2 smaller jugs and left some in the large jug. I have added red pigment and a small amount of glitter to one jug and yellow pigment to the other. You want to make sure that you properly mix all of the colours. I have then combined the yellow and a small amount of red to create a third orangey colour. In the jug I have added gold foil. The first thing I did was fill most of the bowl with the clear and gold foil resin before pouring in the individual colours. You can then see, using a stirrer, I am pushing down the colours to ensure it goes all the way around the bowl before giving them a final swirl. One top tip is to always have a spare mould for any excess resin. I had some left over, so I filled up a coaster mould with it. Once you've finished creating, wipe down any leftover resin in your jugs or stirrers using wipes, or a simple isopropyl alcohol spray works great. Never pour resin down the sink, it can harden and cause blockages. You then want to leave your bowl to cure for 24 hours before demoulding, and you want to leave them in a room which is around 18 to 22 degrees Celsius so that they cure solid. If after 24 hours it is still slightly soft, give your piece another 48 hours in a warm room or cupboard. Full heat resistance comes after 7 days of curing. And then here we go. Look how absolutely beautiful this bowl turned out. I adore the colours. It's so glossy. You can see just a little bit of twinkle in it there. And I think it's giving sunset vibes. I really like it. I don't know. What do you see? Sunset or fire? Let me know. And that is it. You are ready to create with our Mould Original Resin. If you want any more tips, inspiration or troubleshooting advice, check out mould.co.uk or feel free to drop us a message. Bye for now and happy making!